Hello ladies and gentlemen of the internet, I am Sam and welcome to my newest Let's Play for the channel. This, everybody, has got to be one of my most favourite games of all time. This is Pokemon Emerald. Holy hell. The third generation of Pokemon has to be the best. Honestly. There was a lot of things that they brought out for Generation 2 after Generation 1. But I really think Generation 3 was when Pokemon was at its best. Generation 4 kinda sucked, I have to admit. And Gen 5 did revitalise the series a bit. But, in all honesty, Generation 3, perfect. In all ways. The right amount of Pokemon, the right amount of additional content, just perfection. Now, do I want to be a boy or a girl today? What am I feeling? What am I feeling? Yeah, of course I'm gonna go a boy. Of course. Anyway, this is my newest Let's Play, of course. And, in all honesty, I wanted to start my Pokemon Let's Play with Pokemon Red, but my friend Dean, or Menzria as his channel name is, has already started a Nuzlocke run of Pokemon Fire Red, I think it is. Or is it Leaf Green? Either way, he started a Nuzlocke run, and I thought, well, what's really the point of me starting the same game? So, I then tried to... Oh god, where am I? What's happening? Am I being kidnapped? What's going on? Where am I? Mommy? Daddy? What's happening? Where am I? Oh, wait a minute. Oh. Alright, I was just moving house. Anyway, what was I talking about? Oh yes. I then tried, after my... tongue-tied, Jesus Christ, why does that keep happening to me? Anyway, after ruling out Pokemon Red and Blue because their quality, the original ones at that, was absolutely piss poor, I decided to try and do a Let's Play of Pokemon Silver and Gold, but recording for that just really sucked. The audio just kept screwing up, and I unfortunately had to abandon the attempts. So, that left this game. So I had to start somewhere, so let's start at where Pokemon was at its best. Now, if you probably can tell, I am doing a post-commentary of this game. This is the first Let's Play I'm going to do a post-commentary of, because I really wanted to try and give it a try out, see what it's like. Plus it means, if I do want to make a little snarky comment, or do anything funny, I won't have to worry about having to edit it out if I ever do a screw-up. Although, in all the previous videos that you probably watched before here, I am prone to definitely do a lot of fuck-ups, as you saw earlier on with this very video. Anyway, this is Little Root Town, the hometown for our hero in this adventure, and what the hell, why did you just barge into my house? That's a point that's never really brought up, is it? You just barge into people's houses constantly without even knocking. Yes, I believe my daughter is upstairs. I don't really know. Who gives a fuck anyway? She's 10, she can look after herself. And here we have May, your rival for the game, and... I haven't really got much to comment about her. She's just there, really. She wants to become friends with all the Pokemon in the world, and she helps her father, who happens to be Professor Birch, the professor for this little town. Isn't it weird how every single professor lives in the starting town of every adventure? Anyway, I must go help my dad. I have to go help my father, but first, Facebook. I have to message my friends about what I'm going to be doing. Anyway, we'll leave me where we should do it. Maybe I should start a count of how many times I make a fuck up. Anyway, we're finished in there, and now we're going to head up to Route 101. Where's all the other routes? Seriously, this is Route 101. Where's all the other 100 routes? Anyway. No! Why are you running? I just want to love you! Seriously, Zigzagoons just want to be hugged. Does Professor Birch ever realise that? Alright, now we're going to choose our starter Pokemon. We've got Trico, Torchic, and Mudkip. So, who are we going to choose? Who are we going to choose? Of course it's going to be Mudkip. My personal favourite starter for the 3rd generation. And now it's time to kick some Raccoon ass. Now, only one thing you need to do in this quick first battle. Tackle. 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 Just don't even bother with growl. Just tackle. Really. That Zigzagoon will always growl. I've never, ever once encountered this Zigzagoon and it's ever fought back. It just growls. Yeah. And I've got a cold as well, so I apologise if you hear any sniffling while I'm doing this commentary. Also, I'm not going to be narrating... Well, yeah, I'm not going to be saying anything that the people are saying, like what Professor Birch is saying right now. And if I'm going a little fast with the going through the dialogue, I do apologise for that. I'm just trying to keep these videos as cut down as possible. Right, now we're going to give Mudkip a nickname. And the first thing that came to my mind was Crash, as in Crash Bandicoot. And no, this isn't a shout out to the Team Rage Quit Let's Play, I assure you. I first thought of this nickname back when I was playing Emerald a couple of years ago, and I saw Mudkip for the first time, and I just looked at that top found and thought, he's got a bit of a mohawk. Crash has a bit of a mohawk. Fuck it. Crash! There we go. Anyway, now that that's dealt with, we are now going to go up and look for May. Well, isn't this exciting? Anyway, before we get there, we're going to go into a few Pokemon battles. Now, I'm going to just quickly go over how I'm going to be doing this recording. For the first 2 parts, I'm going to show off a couple of wild battles only when a new type of Pokemon has just appeared. So if I do start running into Pokemon battles that show off Pokemon that we've already seen, I will edit those out. Also, when it comes to trainer battles, just going to let you know, I'm only going to show the ones that are mandatory. If you've played Pokemon games, you will notice that there are some trainer battles that you can actually skip if you avoid their line of sight. Now, we're not actually going to run into any trainers in this part, so we're not really going to have to edit any of that stuff out. Also, I'm going to be editing out... another tongue tie. I'm going to be editing out every other Pokemon Center break from this part onwards. Because it's just an extra 20 seconds of video time and I really don't want to bore you guys with it. Anyway, with a little 5 steps forward, we've found our first Pokemart. Now, they say that they sell potions, Pokeballs, antidotes and all that stuff, but if we go in here, as I'm just about to do, you'll notice that they're not selling a single Pokeball. Yeah, what the fuck. You say you sell this shit, yet you don't have any of it in stock. And ironically enough, as soon as you come back to this town after we've dealt with May, they'll have Pokeballs in stock. That's bullshit. Let's take a look. Oh, what the fuck? Yeah, we'll be talking to him a little bit later, and we'll figure out the true secret of those footsteps. It's really fucking ridiculous, the reason why you can't go through there. Anyway, Route 103. Seriously, where the hell are those other 100 routes? Anyway, here we've got a Wingull. The first Bird-type Pokemon we'll run into in this Let's Play. What can I say about Wingull? It's okay, I guess. I've never really used one properly. I prefer Tailo, in all honesty. So we're just going to quickly deal with this Wingull, and then we'll be moving on. Sorry. Now what can I say about Pokemon Emerald? Other than the fact that it was the Pokemon game that finally got me back into the franchise after a good 7 years without a new Pokemon game. Yeah. When it came to Pokemon games, I kind of stopped for a good long while after Pokemon Silver. So, it wasn't until 7 years after I got Silver that my cousin, Danny, showed me these emulators, and I was able to get Pokemon Emerald. And as soon as I got this game, guys, I was hooked straight back into Pokemon. Now we're going to go back to... Oh, god damn it! Don't you just hate it when you run into a Pokemon battle when you're trying to go back and heal your Pokemon? Anyway, we've had a quick heal, and now we're going to fight May. Yeah, pay attention, I'm trying to talk to you, damn it! Jeez! Anyway, first proper... didn't I say that we wouldn't have any trainer battles? This is a rival battle. It's different. Yeah. Anyway, as with every other rival in the franchise, they always pick the Pokemon type that your starter is weak against. So we're going up against Trico. This fight won't take very long, although I'm just going to show off Growl here just to let you guys know what it does. Growl lowers your foe's attack stat, although I was kind of lucky because Trico got a critical hit, and if I tried to fight Trico earlier on with Crash at his lower health, I probably would have been knocked out. And I'm going to try and avoid getting an entire blackout, any blackouts in that sense, in this playthrough. Anyway, May is defeated, and now we are going to head back to Little Root in order to inform Professor Birch that we kicked his daughter's ass. Yeah. And she takes it pretty well, I guess. Silence! Yeah. I'm sorry, I probably should have edited this bit out. I'm still learning, guys. Yeah, I probably should have edited this bit out. Anyway, quickly heading back to Little Root, we'll inform Birch that we kicked his daughter's arse, and then we'll be able to move on to the proper part of Pokemon. Hey dude! Hey! Hey! I beat your daughter's ass. What are you gonna do? She has an extensive history of being a Pokemon trainer. Huh, well, why the fuck does she only have a level 5 Trico? If she has such a history, then shouldn't she have at least 5 badges by now? Face it, Birch, your daughter's shit. She's a shit trainer. No, I'm just kidding. May's a good trainer. I do apologize for that. Anyway, now that we've got our Pokedex, the main plot summary of Pokemon now starts to repeat itself. You go beat the gyms, you collect as many Pokemon as you want, rinse repeat, go beat the Elite Four, and that's it. Still, fun games. I know that a lot of the plot elements for Pokemon are the same, but they're still great games. I still play them to this day, no matter what. What? What do you want? If you're going on... Jesus Christ. She just assumes that we're going out on an adventure. Is it normal for a 10-year-old in the Pokemon universe that as soon as they start to leave the town, their mothers automatically believe they're going out on an adventure with their Pokemon? Look, Mom, I'm just going out to do shopping. You're such a grown man now. Take these running shoes and go on an adventure. Mom, we ran out of milk. I'm just going for the shopping. Why are you trying to push me out of the door? Anyway, random battle. Now this part is just about done, so just before we finish, I'm going to show you how to capture a Pokemon. In order to capture a Pokemon, the best thing you want to do is to bring its health down to the... You want to bring its health down pretty low. You'll notice in a couple of the battles that we've had, the Pokemon's health meter, when it goes down, it will change colour. Green will mean that it's healthy, amber will mean that it's quite damaged, and red means it's in the danger zone. When a Pokemon is at red health, that is when it's at its prime to be captured. So we're just going to quickly grab a Pokeball, and we're going to catch this Wurmple. 1, 2, 3, and click. And that Wurmple is ours. Eventually later on we'll start getting better Pokeballs such as the Great Ball and the Ultra Ball, which will improve our capture rate. But right now a Pokeball is just good enough to capture these low level Pokemon. Now, let's give Wurmple a name. What are we gonna give it? Let's call her Nina. Nina sounds good, right? And now we've got 2 Pokemon in our party. Now, let's quickly head back to the Pokemon Center and oh for fuck's sake! Yeah, that happens quite a lot. Alright, this part's just about finished, guys, so thank you for watching. The next parts won't be as boring, I swear, and I'll have better commentary. But thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next part. Till then, this is Sam signing out.